How safe is South Africa's rail transport? How reliable are the country's rail control systems? What caused Friday's Boyson's train's collision? What is PRASA doing to stop train accidents? What time is it? It's question time. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Mpho Tsedu. More than 200 people were injured and rail services around the Johannesburg were disrupted when two trains collided on Friday evening. The accident has put rail maintenance and the standard of trains under the spotlight. A reminder that you can call us and air your views on the following numbers: 089 110-4210 if you're outside the borders, 002789 110-4210. Our Twitter handle @QuestionTime24. My guest today, Freedom Sonchanja, who is the Deputy President at the South African Communities Organization, and Inos Nguchani, who is the Safety Executive at PRASA. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. But before we go into today's program, let us firstly take a look at what happened last Friday when more than 200 people were injured after that accident where trains collided near Boyson's in Johannesburg. Injured passengers were rushed to several Gauteng hospitals. Some have been discharged and some are still in hospital. Survivors said the trains were traveling on the same lane when the accident occurred. The Railway Safety Regulator, CEO Ngulego Poya, said they conducted some investigations on the accident, and this is what he had to say about their findings and more safety regulations that have been put in place.
We have found that there was, out of the maintenance of the track circuit, that something unprocedural took place, which is that no assessment was done and there was a misfeed. So the technical term that there was a misfeed and ultimately the track circuit could not pick up that the train was on the line. We uplifted the prohibition, we issued instructions to the operator. One of them was that we need to make sure that all signaling work, maintenance work that is done, there's always someone who then does the assessment, independent assessment. Also, what we have requested as part of our instruction is that the operator that controls the train at the signal cabin must always ensure that he observes the signal where the actual trains are actually showing up on the signal board in front of him and observe that he can see trains at all times.
Now that, indeed, you can call us and air your views on the following numbers: 089 110-4210 or 002789 110-4210. Our Twitter handle is @QuestionTime24. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. The commuters, are you happy with the state of safety of trains in South Africa?
Right now, really, we are not happy, and this has been going on for a very long time, and we have raised it several times with PRASA.
Yes.
Before even it becomes PRASA, but for now, we were really having hope that something is coming up, but unfortunately,
What gave you the hope?
Because we actually engaged the group CEO of PRASA, the one that has been fired as we are speaking right now.
Yes.
We were at least having some serious discussion with him, and we had that hope that something is coming up. Even if you remember, even sometimes last year he raised this issue that the old system have to be taken out of this old system.
And is that all that it takes for you to have confidence in a person? All I have to say is to say that this is old, I need a new system, and I have your support.
No, at least he was doing something. As you are also aware that even new trains were brought into our country.
The ones that were questioned.
Yes, but those has been actually in the process of being rectified I
Okay.
think it was just a small onion, I think that needs to be rectified.
Okay, you seem to be very confident, but the fact that there was an accident last week definitely says there's a lot that is still outstanding.
Yes, I do agree with you. Something has been outstanding, but you must always keep in mind that if two elephants are fighting, the grass suffers. And it's unfortunate, though that grass we are referring to now, it's our members as a SACO.
What are you talking about?
There is a problem within PRASA that we are aware of, as we've been working with PRASA for a very long time. And we are aware that these things, there is a fight. The board came into place. The new chairperson took over, and then we started to have some serious problem.
But Mr.
And our
Mr.
belief
Sonchach,
as SACO,
yes,
is that actually some of these things are part of sabotage.
so you're saying that trains are colliding and there are accidents because the board is fighting somewhere?
Because people are fighting within the same organization.
Then they
There
don't
is a
take care
problem.
of the rail lines.
Yeah, really. That's what we believe in.
Okay, that's a very serious allegation. How far true is that?
Thanks, Mpo, for directing that question to me. With due respect, I don't think that's correct. What is happening in the board, what is happening with the group CEO, has got nothing to do, with the daily operations.
I would have
that
thought so, actually.
we operate all the time in running our trains, in making a point that our system is safe and it's operated in an environment of safety.
Now,
Those are two different things.
I would have thought so. Now, why are trains colliding?
First of all, let me say we are responsible people, right, as PRASA, and we have the responsibility that has been allocated to us in terms of the law to provide transport, to the public in South Africa. And therefore, in doing that, we have to make it a point that our system is operated in a very, very safe environment. We've had a number of challenges, right? If you remember the incident in Denver, which was a human error, right? The incident that happened on Friday was as a result of a technical fault, right? Because of a track circuit that could not pick.
Not that Trepo is not at work.
No. That there was a train in front of the one that was approaching.
Yeah.
Because the system works in blocks, right? So that if there's a train in front, there's two signals that are protecting that train. Therefore, there was a fault. The track circuit could not pick, the signal that there was a train in front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? It's got nothing to do with the fact that Montana is not at work. Even if he was at work, it most probably could have happened.
It could have happened, but why their systems didn't pick up that there is another train. So even on this one, we can really say it is also a human error because they didn't do their job, their work. They're supposed to have picked up this thing long before.
Correct.
That means the maintenance is very poor.
Yes.
So they are doing nothing about this. Instead of doing something about the safety of our commuters there, they are busy fighting for something that really we are not sure. What are they fighting for?
When last did you meet with PRASA?
Actually, we meet regularly with PRASA. The last time that we met, it was before even the group CEO was dismissed.
Okay. It would appear that there's no question that I'm going to ask, which you will not lead to the group CEO. But I want us to take a break for now. When we return, I'll probably have some more relevant questions.
No problem.
This is question time. The number to dial 089 1104210, and we'll take your calls. Please don't go away.
from humble beginnings, this selfless icon altered the history of the world, freed a country, and united a nation. He taught us humility and forgiveness. To the world, he is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. But to us, he is simply Tata Madiba.
Welcome back. You're still watching Question Time. I guess Freedom Sonchansha, who's the Deputy President at the South African Communities Organization, and Innocent Nguchane is the Safety Executive at PRASA. And indeed, we were taking your calls. Evan, or is it Evan in Mpumalanga?
Hi, Mpo, how are you?
I'm well. Thanks for the call.
Yes, you see, I'm a black guy and I love being black, but this lack of patriotism from our black people, hey, that thing, it baffles me. I hate it with a passion. These guys, they are there for their personal ends. They're never patriotic. We had this social engineering system, which is called apartheid. We've gotten rid of it, right? And then now we've got black guys. Please, work for us, not for yourselves. Work for us, please, black guys, please.
But
thank you.
Who in particular is not being black enough here?
Oh, no, you go to the main man himself, even our leader. He saw people building a kraal in his house. He never stopped them and said, guys, I've got enough money to build this thing myself. Continue serving black people with that money and whatnot. And then these people who are holding parastatals, all of them, there's not even one parastatal that you can show me that is fully functional. All of them, they're dysfunctional. Okay. We've got very good black people out there who can do the job, but they are not being put in those particular positions. And one thing that we must get rid of in this country is this tendering system. Please, we must get rid of this thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Evan. PRASA, can you guarantee that human life won't be lost as a result of human error and technical glitches that are avoidable?
I can confirm that in the past 5 years, nobody has died from, incidents that result from, rail operations. And as you know, we are currently investing a total for about 123 billion in the refurbishment of, our rolling stock, the stations, our infrastructure. Rail has not been funded properly in the past, but now government has committed resources. That's why we're busy, procuring new trains that will be delivered, the first ones in November, to replace the current,
How much are you spending then?
About 123 billion that will be spent in the next 5 years. To make it a point that we refurbish the system. In terms of signaling as well, we are busy, re-signaling the whole country. Right? A tender has been issued for Gauteng to Siemens. They're busy, refurbishing the whole system. We are building the Gauteng Nerve Center, in Kalfontein, which will be functional by November as well. And therefore migrating from all these small 32 cabins that we've been operating over the years to one state-of-the-art building where all our operations are going to be monitored from and operated from.
Hold the thought then. Nkosi, you're calling us from around Gauteng?
Hello, how are you, Mpo?
I'm well, thanks for the call.
I'm good, Mpo. I have a question here.
Yes.
I hear the gentleman from PRASA is saying the signal system stopped working.
Yes.
Whatever this, which tells the train that the train in front stopped working.
Yes.
So is there any measures which tells the operations there that the signals are not working now? I don't know if you get me clear.
Oh, okay. Is this? Yeah, I think he understands the question. Yeah.
You understand my question?
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thanks, Seth. I think that's a very good question. There's another issue that we need to address in this country. Is the culture of some of our people who are actually targeting rail as well, where copper is being stolen from all sides. Copper cable have been cut.
Yes.
Even cable that is supporting our own signal as well. It's been cut all the time and it's got to be replaced. So those are the challenges that we're facing on an ongoing basis, where we've got to keep on replacing components that are stolen. You know, I can mention a number of areas where copper has disappeared.
Yes.
Signal heads have disappeared, right? Overhead cable has disappeared and it's got to be replaced.
Yes.
And we're wasting billions in replacing all those components. So we are sitting with a challenge as well, where we've got to change the culture of our people to make it a point that they own the system, right? Because some of them, they'll set that train alight. The following day in the morning, the same person is standing on a platform, is looking for the same train that he set alight last night. So that's the culture that we've got to change as well.
Okay. Sandile, you're calling us from Cape Town? Sandile? Yeah, Sandile, go ahead.
Listen, this guy, this thing that who called the EKN, people, the state of traffic. My sister said, what the traffic, what happened if a train at the station. When she say about Prafa, these guys are mad in the TV. Like, it is a better religion, why what people are going to eat their gas.
I'm battling. Sandile?
Yeah.
If you could just repeat what you said, because there's a distortion.
His safety about that process is too bad, especially at the Western Cape.
Oh, okay.
People, they get dropped in the trains.
Okay.
And what's happened now?
Sorry, but he's saying safety is very bad, particularly in the Western Cape. And I think the Western Cape is one of your biggest areas.
Not that big. Gauteng is the big one, right? He's talking about the service that we're providing that is bad. Western Cape has been doing extremely well.
Okay.
In terms of providing, train services.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm told it's Eastern Cape, rather.
Therefore, if you look at the Western Cape,
yes,
rail is the backbone of public transport.
Yes. In
the Western Cape.
Correct.
And therefore, even it is supported by, the local authorities and the provincial authority as well.
Yes.
But of late, as you know, we're operating this old system, of rolling stock and infrastructure that is aging. Okay, that's why we're investing this billion so that we turn the system around.
Okay.
Rolling stock is old. Some of our stations as well, they still need a lot of investment. And we've been investing a lot in the Western Cape.
Okay.
We've refurbished stations like Lenteghe, Mandalay, and other stations as well.
All right.
They are now state-of-the-art stations with elevated platforms, right, to make it a point that those stations are universally accessible.
Okay.
But yes, in some of the corridors, like the Central Line to Khayelitsha, you still experience a lot of overcrowding because of shortages of rolling stock. But we are addressing all those issues on an ongoing basis.
Okay. Yeah. Sello, you are in Mamelodi. Sello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I tend to agree with the deputy president. Yes, when he says, since these quarrels in Prague are happening, we have had a lot of train crashes.
How do you attribute the boardroom squabbles, which up until recently were actually not public knowledge, to this accident?
I mean, it has been in the media for quite some time that the chairperson of the board is in squabbles with the group CEO, and since then we have been having incidents week in and week out of trains. I've been using the metro rail for some time.
Okay.
Without being in accidents, but now, like in this year, I think I can count about 4 incidents that have happened. So it says clearly that something is really wrong within the Praza.
Okay.
Since Popomolefe has joined the Praza as a board chairperson, he has been attacking Lucky Montana since then via media and all that. So we are saying Popo has failed dismally in his politics. He tried business, he failed. Then he wants to become relevant now in Praza by destroying Praza, by destroying the commuters of Praza. So I'm saying Popo Molefe must just go somewhere and do whatever his business there, and leave Praza as it is now, because it was the best. It was doing well.
Okay.
But since he came in now, really, Praza, it's a shame to speak about.
Okay. For how long has the chair been chair?
I think the new board came into being sometime last year.
Okay.
Yeah, around August or so. But I want to refute or dismiss the statement of the caller that says that because of bottom squabbles and politics at Prasa, as a result of that, the trains are experiencing difficulties and therefore there's incident. That's not true.
Okay. Baba, here is Prasa next to you. What do you want to say to them?
Actually, we as SACO, we even called our members on Saturday, and as SACO, we have taken a decision. And we've also appealed to the state president, Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, that he must also intervene in this because it really affects our members.
Okay.
And actually, we are saying Lucky Montana must be brought back.
Then there won't be accidents.
No, it doesn't mean there won't be accident, but we know that he has this this sympathy with our people, and he is a hands-on man. He doesn't sit in the boardrooms and then start to think things will do themselves.
All right. Jada, you are in Cape Town. Very quickly.
Look, Mpo?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, look, perhaps the problem, as I see happening, is that people do not understand how to differentiate politics and operation. Because for what I see is that the operational matter has been politicized. That then makes the operations not to go well.
Okay.
Because a group CEO and a chairperson of a board, there has to be a difference between the two. The chairperson of the board is supposed to check his CEO as to the operation, and then the CEO, the chairperson of the board is supposed to check the CEO on the operation, and then the CEO is supposed to report on the chairperson. That in terms of the board. But seemingly, politics are overdoing almost everything in our country.
Yes.
If you are aligned to a particular grouping, you will always be favored. That is what is happening.
But
Thank you.
Before you go, do you think that has an impact on the safety of railway transport in South Africa?
Very much so. I mean, not only with the railway, but I mean, with almost everything, every operation in our country, it is the case. For instance, how is it possible, even the gentleman that you speak to now is clearly saying that the CEO must come back? Because for me, the way I see it is that they must sit in the board.
Okay, Jada, I have to cut you off. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. And gentlemen, I'm beginning to feel like maybe we should have coined this differently. Maybe just talk about Tsepo once and for all, which is something that I must perhaps give him a call and get him to come and talk to us here on Question Time. But I wish you all the best. Safety first. I guess that's what Prasa is supposed to be doing. Whether or not there's a board chairperson or a CEO, these commuters have to be safe. Thank you very much. That was Question Time for today. Big thank you to my guests and to you for watching the show. And get in touch with us. Our email address, questiontime@sabc.co.za. From me and the crew, have yourself a wonderful time. Goodbye.